to talk a little bit about that, really.
Yeah, by creations, for the sake of the non-religious people that listen to and watch the Edge TV broadcast. What do you mean by creations, Paul? Worship.
As in, yeah, the basic the worship, in a sense, the basic of the like idols, the movie stars and the rock stars and
oh yeah,
all those stuff.
Yeah, that seems to be quite a problem these days, isn't it? Why are these people all so important in the eyes of the masses? The rock star at #1 in the charts, or the best football player in the world, and yet dustbinman, for example, in my opinion, is far more important. If your dustbins weren't emptied, Paul, the rubbish would soon build up. So what is the most important here, for example?
I reckon it's basically the ringing in of all the money, basically. Money at the end of the day. If a cash cow dries up, they'll just get rid of the thing. It's quite sad.
Yeah. So, what do you hope to bring to the Edge in the future? I know this is your first presentation, and I assume we're going to have quite a few more of you for the Edge Thursday reports. And hopefully, because I note when I look at the live chat on Daniel Lott's Saturday night show, you're of a spiritual bent as well. So we've got this new spiritual channel coming up, which is going to be hosted by Larry Katz. So as a correspondent, you're more than welcome to have an input with that. So,
that'd be fantastic, indeed.
Yeah. What type of information, Paul, do you think you would bring to the Edge?
Many of a great knowledge of which I've learnt through the internet and reading many books, because basically I've, as you know, Andy, as a child I've read many books at the library, even in primary school, and I always had a deep interest in ghosts and even so-called aliens and sea monsters and all those things, really. But I believe what I can bring to the Edge is cutting-edge material.
Yeah.
Because I believe really and truly that I don't listen to audios just for mere entertainment purposes only. I think everyone has a little piece of the puzzle, and I enjoy nothing more than solving puzzles. And I believe that I've learnt so much. And so I can share my knowledge with the listeners of the edgeam.com.
On a personal level, speaking about myself, I would like more information on the Aboriginal people of Australia. And I note this at the beginning of this year, or was it last year now, that the Australian government has actually apologised now for the Aboriginal stolen generation. And this is where the establishment went into the Aboriginal townships, for want of a better word, and just took the children away from the parents. But they've apologised on that score. Now, is there a possibility, Paul, in the future, and I don't want to rush you, and take your time, of course, and you're under no pressure, but it would be great to get some new information on this, either by speaking to a native Australian or somebody part of the Christian church there. What do you think?
I believe really the Aboriginal people, it's kind of hand in hand. It's kind of 50-50. Indeed, the culture has been kind of stolen away, absolutely. And it's a kind of a touchy subject to many people, but in my eyes I see it as they have been, well, I'll say it this way, the Aboriginal people, they should just simply continue what they've always been doing for millennia, and and keep the culture going, because I really do and truly believe that they just feel hopeless and they just want to give up, and so they just go on the unemployment line, and they just figure, well, I'll just do that. I'm a no one when they are not, and they should just redo what they were always doing in the first place. But indeed, yeah, Mr. Kevin Rudd, our Prime Minister here in Australia, basically, yeah, he done the whole apology thing, and which I think was quite adequate, really. But I feel that, saying sorry doesn't quite cut it, because thing is, we all need to come together as a unity, not as a one world order, but as a unity, as a one, still have an individual mind, as a individual, as a person, absolutely. I really and truly believe that we need to all come together, absolutely.
Yeah, so come together.
As for the Aboriginal people to the... absolutely.
Come together and accept people's differences and just get
on.
As
exactly.
People. There's much talked about 12th Planet. I assume you've heard of it.
Oh yes, yeah.
Now it's supposed,
and all that.
It's supposed to be viewable down in your neck of the woods, down in the southern hemisphere. So, is there much information about it in Australia?
Most certainly. It's like Nibiru is like it's really quite funny because it is quite close to Mars, and again, like I've always iterated in the Edge AM chat about how it's really Mars, which in my opinion is the case, and it's just my opinion. But indeed, there is most certainly a sphere already there. It's not a matter of it's coming; it's already here. But it's like that blue dot thing that you see. It's definitely there. I mean, God only knows what it is. I mean, I know I'm in touch with so many people here, really, but I mean, everyone knows me. I mean, I'm no trouble. That's the thing.
Do you know any astronomers then, Paul? Do you know any astronomers who have spotted this this rogue planet, this planet coming into our solar system?
Yeah, Kelly. Kelly. I remember her. She did mention that to me about the. It's like it was basically like 2003, 2004 time. It really kind of just plopped, really, which was quite funny, because, it was actually a friend of mine, his mother, actually, that was telling me about it. And I thought, oh, this is interesting. I just thought, because I've always been into astrology myself as well. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. And they said it was quite funny. It doesn't actually behave like another planet does. It doesn't quite rotate as other planets actually do. As Kelly told me this.
So have these people actually seen it through their telescopes then, Paul?
Oh yeah, they have seen it. They have seen it. I mean, they're really.
I've seen photographs of it on the internet, or so-called photographs.
Yeah, there's a couple of fakes on there.
I'm an amateur astronomer myself. I've got, much to the bane of my wife, mate, I've got 3 big telescopes that take up the other room. I've got a living room and a dining room, and in the dining room I've got 3 massive telescopes, and I'm mostly out when I'm not doing the Edge and other work of a night time, peering into the heavens, sign of a misspent youth, I suppose. It's also I attach my SLR camera to the eyepiece of the telescope, and I get some pretty good photos of the of nebula and stars. Well, I'm just wondering if you know anybody that does similar things. I know quite a lot of serious amateur astronomers do astrophotography, and I'm just wondering if you know anybody who has done this, and we can get some exclusive pictures. I wonder if that's worth researching.
It is, because the southern hemisphere's got more activity, in my opinion. I mean, God only knows. I mean, I'm just, in my point of view, pinpoint. Indeed, it's something about the North Pole and the North Pole and the South Pole, which is quite interesting, because it seems that most of the action is happening at one or the other. Really, it feels like there's no middle point. Yeah, but as you know, we have the Southern Cross here, the constellation. And you know how I love to research star constellations, of Leo the Lion and Virgin the Virgo, Virgo, or however it goes.
Or whatever.
But and all of that, and I was thinking of, exactly. And the Southern Cross, and I thought, is that to do with Jesus? I was thinking, because I see it every night here as well, and with Mars. I always see it outside my window, and this little blue dot thing, and she's quite adamant that it's that. I mean, I can email it to you and all those things for sure. But
have you been to Ayers Rock? We hear a lot about Ayers Rock in the UK. Is Ayers Rock an Aboriginal holy site?
To them it is, And, yeah, to them it is. As the world's largest